Now, why did you take exception to me using the word slavery off the top of this? When we last spoke, you used the word slavery. You invoked the image in describing the working relationship between Superstore employees and Galen Weston Jr.'s company, Loblaw, prompting Aaron and I to then make a comparison between the guy who puts the celery on the shelf and Kunta Kinte from the film Roots.
Mm-hmm. If you actually review the transcript, you're quite incorrect in fairness, and if I could explain, I was talked over a fair bit last time. What we talked about was Bangladesh and the Joe product that are for sale in the superstores. So Joe, many people are familiar with their clothing items that are for sale in those superstores. It is, in fact, the largest clothing brand in the country with annual gross sales in excess of $1 billion. And those are sourced from places like Bangladesh. And we're all aware of what happened there, and I actually quoted the Pope himself, who described conditions in the Weston Loblaw's factories in Bangladesh as being akin to slave labor. Now, what I would suggest what's happening in Alberta is this endless pursuit of profit has put the company out of balance. And we debated a little bit. Well, I actually didn't debate with anyone last night. I heard a diatribe about the nature of capitalism. And capitalism ought to be fair. It ought to be balanced. I mean, no one advocates for the kind of capitalism that we saw at the turn of the century. No reasonable person believes that that's the kind of system that we ought to have. We're
right.
Very wealthy province, and there's plenty to go around, so everyone can have a reasonable standard of living, including superstore employees.